The sun dipped low over the sprawling Utah desert as the Brown family gathered for an unexpected meeting in the backyard of their newly purchased home. After months of speculation and whispers in the media, the latest chapter in the sister wives' story was about to unfold, one filled with surprise reunions, fresh challenges, and the promise of new beginnings. Cody Brown stood at the center, a calm but determined figure. The past few years had been turbulent for the family. The previous season's explosive departure of Mary and Robin's quiet withdrawal from the public eye had left fans wondering if the era of the Brown family's polygamous household was nearing its end. Yet here they were, together again, ready to face the future head-on. "Thank you all for coming," Cody began, his voice steady but tinged with emotion. "I know things have been rough. We've been through changes none of us saw coming. But I believe in us. I believe this family can find a new path." Mary, whose relationship with Cody had long been strained, nodded slowly. She had agreed to attend this meeting reluctantly, unsure if the family could heal old wounds. "I've had my doubts," she admitted quietly, "but seeing the kids, seeing everyone together again, it reminds me why this family matters." Robin, always the quiet force, smiled gently. "Change isn't easy for any of us, but maybe this is the fresh start we needed." But the biggest surprise was yet to come. Just as the group began discussing logistics about co-parenting and shared living arrangements, the sound of a car pulling up interrupted their conversation. Everyone turned toward the driveway as a familiar figure stepped out, Christine Brown. Christine had been off the radar for some time, focusing on her art and personal healing after her separation from Cody. Her return was both shocking and welcome. "I wanted to be here," she said simply, her eyes meeting each person's with warmth. "This family is my family, and despite everything, that hasn't changed." The atmosphere shifted instantly. What began as cautious optimism now sparkled with hope. The women exchanged tentative smiles, the years of pain and misunderstanding slowly softening in the desert breeze. As night fell, the Browns shared a meal, laughter echoing beneath the stars. They talked about the children, their futures, and the evolving definition of family in the modern world. But outside the warmth of that gathering, the media was already buzzing. Reports surfaced that Cody and his wives were exploring a new living arrangement, a community-style home where each wife would have her own space but share common areas, allowing for greater independence and privacy. This plan, dubbed Brown Family 2.0 by fans online, was seen as a progressive adaptation to polygamous life, balancing tradition with personal boundaries. Social media was aflame with reactions. Supporters praised the family for trying to redefine their relationships on their own terms, applauding their transparency and willingness to evolve. Critics, however, questioned whether the family's dynamics could truly sustain such a model, especially with the complicated histories involved. Amid the public discourse, the Browns remained focused on their priorities. "We're not perfect," Cody told a local reporter, "but we're committed to growth, love, and doing what's best for our children. That's what matters most." Mary, often the most outspoken, echoed his sentiment. "We've learned a lot from our past mistakes. This is about healing, not just for us but for the next generation." Christine, who had recently returned to the spotlight, announced plans to launch a documentary series chronicling this new phase of the Brown family's journey. "People have seen one side of us," she explained. "Now it's time to show the real work, the ups and downs, the humanity behind the headlines." As spring turned to summer, the Browns moved forward with their new living arrangement. Challenges arose, as expected. Balancing individual needs with family unity tested their patience and commitment. But with open communication and mutual respect, they found moments of peace and connection. One afternoon, as Cody watched his children playing in the yard, he reflected on how far they had come. The road ahead was uncertain, filled with both promise and pitfalls. Yet, in this ever-changing family landscape, one truth remained clear: love, in all its forms, was the foundation they would continue to build upon.